Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Get my link tree on. We're live. First, I don't think it's that hard when like 20 people join today. I always tell my girlfriend I get like 50,000 people that listen to the podcast or so. But you know, YouTube, it's wherever you listen, I don't care. Let's see. Up, put the link. Put in the link here. Paste. And I'm gonna pin this comment. Pin message. There we go. Now I gotta log in. Show. Volume is down. Skips over. There we go. Let me go grab some water. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. No thanks. Okay, thumbs up. Oh, let's see. We're gonna go scene. Then I've got to get this one back. Oh, please log in again. Okay. I didn't log into Trendspider. Wah, wah, wah. And then Liberation Day. Liberation Day strategy will commence here. QQQ. It will and Trendspider says buy. Most likely on today's candle. Go and look at the entry and exit conditions. Understand why. Okay. That's what I need to put in. More than likely, it's going to give you an entry here. I mean, shit. Bank of America's up 3%. Amazon, more than Mark. I mean, we knew this rally was coming. This is the exact thing. You got Amazon's up 8%, Apple's up 6%, you got Bank of America up 3%, you got Cleveland Cliffs up 4% because they are going to protect American steel. Disney is up 2%. That's $120 stock. It's at 109. You've got, let's see, Goldman Sachs is up 4%. You've got Meta up 5%. MPLX is up 2%. Microsoft is up 2%. NVIDIA is up 4%. Palantir's up 3%. Palantir is hitting 120.
Dangerous side. Roblox is up 3%. Shopify is up 9%. This is a $120 stock. I mean, I'll just go down the down the list because we're gonna hit record. Let me open up some of the links here. We are going to go into it will be a heavy educational section, and because I listened to a great podcast this weekend. I'm still not done. 17 minutes left. Asking a billionaire investor how to turn $10,000 into $1 million. I mean, it is just a fantastic My First Millions episode. Let's just go there. And I'll include that one. I want to get rid of this, but no, I guess not. Let's just play this. There we go. It's a great episode. Also, this from Ross, an amazing 1-hour course from Ross Cameron. How to read technical indicators on candlestick charts. Again, it's an hour of your time. If you want to learn a skill, about how to read charts and things like that. I took the first 20 minutes of it, I believe, already. I'm not sure how far I'm in there. Humphrey has some great tips on this one. Oh no. Come on. I have to open with Google Chrome. We have to do the Humphrey one. Great tips from Humphrey. Also, where do rich people park their money? I mean, again, I'm not supposed to take screenshots of this stuff, but here is where rich people park their money. This is where do you park your cash? This is from my high net worth group. CrowdStrike. The valuation is crazy. Okay, we want this. I don't know why that came up. We're going to get this, and we're going to put that there. Shopify, like I said, it's a $120 stock. And we knew a catalyst had to come for Apple. It's the largest American company. I think maybe Microsoft, it always goes up and down. But it's crazy. We know that Eli Lilly is a $700 stock. When it dips under that, you go and buy it. So Novo Nordisk, that's the deal with HIMS, and it's gonna go crazy. But why are drug prices in the U.S. so much higher? We're going to talk about HIMS because I do think HIMS is up like 8-9% again. I mean, it's just crazy. Nebius. We're going to talk about Nebius because I do like this one, NBIS. And I think it will do super well. Sam Solid went over it, why it didn't. So I give you a free one and this is funny. NVIDIA's rich new client. I mean, that's, don't count out the Mag 7. Hump days are the best days. Wednesdays, 78% win rate in 2025 on Wednesdays. You'll want this list. So these are the stocks set to benefit after the U.S. Lutnick says the 10% tariff is here to stay. That might not be a bad thing because remember, the market liked that. U.S. and China agree. NASDAQ 100 soars 4%. Futures jump 3%. I mean, just, it's crazy. It's nuts. And this is how serious these guys were. They were buying stocks in the shower. So it'll be a good show today. It's going to be a a little bit more of, hey, you should have your watch list kind of thing open. Oh. Do. Okay. I'm going to start here. Got my cup. Oh, by the way, I got butchered by Great Clips on Friday, I think, or Saturday. It might have been Saturday. I got butchered. I mean, literally, and I gave the girl a $10 tip. I feel bad. I mean, so here's the full story. Well, the full story. I won't go into the haircut story on the air, but on the podcast, because again, not that many people watch this one. Maybe 300-400 people watch this versus the 50,000 that listen on Spotify and stuff like that. But so I had a coupon for Great Clip. I typically do my own hair. I will buzz it, I will shave it, I will cut it, I will do whatever I need to do. But it was long. It was sticking up, and it was super, super long. And so I had a coupon for a $10 haircut, and I go to Great Clips, and the woman that I like, she was busy, so I wound up getting a new girl. And so I said, yeah, just make sure you keep the bangs long, but I want it 0 on the side and shave it down for summer. So she goes, okay. She starts complaining about her auto insurance company and just cut. And before I knew it, it was all gone. And it is so uneven. I haven't straightened it out yet because I'm trying to decide, do I just want to dye it again all blonde? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think my girlfriend says it doesn't look that bad. But there's literally on this side, there are 3 hairs that haven't even been cut. That's how uneven it is. There's like 3 hairs that are sticking up straight. So 3. Okay. Let me hit the record button. Good morning. It is Monday, May 12th. Is it Liberation Day again? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. For all you lawn geeks out there, I know I spurred some lawn geek discussions. I am looking at plant growth regulators. And so Primo Max or Governor G, those are the 2 brands that I'm looking at. Well, 2 kind of names. Governor G is a pellet form and Primo Max is a liquid form. So I want plant growth regulator. Long story short, for anybody that cares, plant growth regulator, it stops it from growing up and it forces it to grow out. So it thickens your lawn. For Bermuda, it's fantastic. Again, lawn geeks unite. I love it. All this rain that we're having in Atlanta, my lawn looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. I need to get out there and cut it. But remember when I said, hey, you want to listen to Trump when he says buy stocks? Guess what? We knew a trade deal was more than likely when he said that on Friday. We knew that perhaps he would do something with pharma on coming up because he said he was going to. We knew that if trade deal went even close to good this weekend, that the communication from the White House would be all systems go. You just needed to know what to buy. Okay? Here's one of the things that you're not, these are the guys from Dumb Money. And Chris Camillo was talking about in this clip. You want to watch this clip. It's 40 seconds. He talks about how he was buying 0-day options in the freaking shower. In the freaking shower, he was buying 0-day options. Now, today, wish he had those like week-long options because they were up. But again, it's about listening to what he did. What did I do? My ass sold HIMS. Okay, let's just go over here and we'll go to HIMS. Let's look at HIMS because HIMS is up in pre-market 8% at 56. I sold at 50. Am I upset? No, I took a 20% gain. I also sold Google. Google's up 3%, but I sold Google at 160. It's at 158. I could buy it again. I also sold Microsoft, and I believe I sold this one at 438, 439. And that one, so far, it's at 448. It gapped up during earnings. It hasn't come back down here to touch the gap at 425. We know that this gap up here, 441, it was going to get filled. I sold it. I also sold Apple at 200. It's at 210. It's up 6% right now. Where's this one going? We can look at a weekly on this one. It's probably going to 225. And then it's going to get rejected off. Most likely that's what's going to happen. I also sold CrowdStrike. You want to know why? The valuation of CrowdStrike to me makes no sense. And we're getting up to that 460 level. In pre-market, you are at 422. I don't like it up that high. I like it under 400. So HIMS is the only one that I sold completely out. The others were trims. They were profit taking. The point is, I didn't listen. I should have, but I didn't. I should have waited. Okay? And one of the things that I was waiting for to get the all in on was the Liberation Day strategy. And the Liberation Day strategy will most likely in the Qs have a buy. And this is where you take emotions out of your trade. Okay? What I want you to do is scroll down. And I can't show you on this one, but I want you, if you have Trendspider, you scroll down and you look at the entry and you look at the exit. Understand, we will go into an educational section of this podcast where you will, I will give you the tools to learn how these things work. Okay? I will give you the tools. The education section of this podcast is going to be a good one. But understand why it says buy and why it says sell. And then you'll understand why you get almost as much as buy and hold and why I like to enter where the Liberation Day strategy gives it to me. I didn't write this until after this Liberation Day, which it got you out with an 8% gain. Boy, that was a good one because it saved you 25% during COVID. It saved you 32% during the 2022 historic rate increase. Okay? It saved you during the dot bond. It saved you during the 2008. I back tested this. And by the way, one of the things I'm going to try and do, because I saw it last night, was go into an AI and back test a strategy. So you can go out there and learn your MACD, learn your RSI, learn your Bollinger Band, upload the strategy into Trendspider, and then I'm going to try and use an AI like Perplexity, upload the strategy to Perplexity with all of the data from Trendspider, and say, can you optimize this so it's a better back-tested strategy? And maybe it starts bringing in some fundamentals. Maybe it brings in some earnings. Maybe it brings in some other indicators. That's what you want to do because we are in a trading market. And I think it was 2 weeks ago, Scott Redler, Red Dog. There is nobody that loves talking about Scott Redler more than Scott Redler. Guy's a legendary trader. He really, really is. Just, interrupts me a little while. So I get on a flow and then he said, wait. Why are you saying buy now? Why are you saying, I'm saying buy because we're in a damn bull market, douchebag. That's why I say buy. And I've been around this block before. That man is not retired. That man is still trading. I am retired. Okay? Proof is in the pudding. Warren Buffett doesn't go out there and say, I'm better than this trader. I'm not better than Scott Redler. Scott Redler knows how to do options. He knows how to make income on a monthly basis. I don't. I do know how to retire by the time I'm 48. Now, I had a regular job. just everyday, mom and pop, nobody special. But we knew this rally was coming. And it was clear. And when somebody tells me that we're not getting back to all-time highs at 544 on the Qs, I say, you don't know Trump. Trump is going to rate himself by the stock market. And he will. Will we get back up there? They all said no. I think we will. So are you set to buy now? I would still take a word of caution. I would have a watch list and I would take a word of caution. These guys are just buying options. Boom, 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 boom. Now, the NASDAQ 100 futures soared 4%. S&P futures jumped 3% on U.S.-China trade deals. Oh, and by the way, in Trendspider, the 4-hour algorithm has had you in since 453. That's a 10% move up there. Okay? And you're not at the 200-day yet. You are now after today. Does this turn into support? When somebody tells me nothing good happens under the 200-day, I say, yeah, you should buy under the 200-day. Does it always work? No. But if your time frame is over a year, typically it works. Time frame matters. We knew this rally was coming. We knew it was coming. If you look at the daily, are you still under your 200-day? No. I mean, it's moved over. And this range right here where we dropped out of with Liberation Day and tariff talk, we could be back in there. The low, 511. We're sitting at 507. The high, 540. So we could be back in this range. Then and again, if you want to read about the trade deal, it's all here. If you want Trendspider, go to my link tree, linktr.ee/dailystockbit. The link is down below in the center of the screen. And you can get, when you sign up for an annual plan, take it for a test drive for $20. I mean, for $20, you get this. And then go to an AI and say, hey, optimize my stuff for me. That's as simple as it is. I got a comment on YouTube. Hey, you may want to stop talking about Trendspider and Seeking Alpha so much and stop selling and just tell us about stocks. That is not the podcast, douchebag. The entire point of this podcast, when I retired at the age of 49, I basically said, hey, I'm going to write this algorithm because I retired in January 31st, 2020, lost 40% of my portfolio. I said, I'm going to find a better way. I found a better way. You want to know how? Trendspider. I've used Seeking Alpha for years, but Trendspider was the one that I found. So I'm not going to stop talking about it because it has helped me. It helps me manage my damn portfolio. And this podcast is not about me talking about stocks. It's me talking about how I look at my stocks and what opportunities I personally find. And whether I take them or not is not what the podcast is about. It's about you doing your research and me just looking at the stocks. And then if I do take a trade, I do tell you. And I tell you in the newsletter here, dailystockpick.substack.com. You can find it at the link tree if you can't remember that. But again, the entire podcast is about using these tools and how I use them to manage my portfolio. So if you want to read about this in Seeking Alpha, you can. Now, the U.S. and China agree to slash tariffs for 90 days. Don't expect that there won't be some type of back and forth. We know until pen gets put to paper, and it is somehow with that giant ass signature, with the D that is the size of the Empire State Building, because someone's got an ego. Yeah. Until that's done, expect some volatility. This is it. Okay, we knew the rally was coming, but it is 90 days. They're going to slash the tariffs for 90 days. Expect volatility. Now, Lutnick says that Trump's tariff strategy affirms 10% minimum to stay. The market loved that. The market loved the 10% tariff. And I like it. Remember, in the Rose Garden, where he announced 10% reciprocal tariffs, the market was up 3% from all-time highs. It was there. And it went up 3%. And then when he pulled out the damn big board, and then the formula that nobody understood, That's when the market went down. So 10% staying is not a negative. It's actually a good thing. Okay? And I don't disagree with any of it. But you want to know what to buy on the pullback? Because yes, any reaction in the market is an overreaction. Here are the stocks set to benefit after the US and China slash tariffs. So when they slash the tariffs, you get shipping and logistics, you get semiconductors, you get retailers, you get automotive parts, you get all of these things. These are the ones you want to put on your watch list. Okay, Zim, which is a shipper, this is a shipping company. This is up 15 freaking percent. Algorithm has you out. More than likely, it will get you back in. Here's the 4-hour algorithm for you. Over 24 months, and 27 positions, it makes you 41%. You want to know why? It gets you in and out. Average win, 21%. Doesn't have you in. Maybe you want to, just got you out with a 9% gain. Okay? If you bought and held during those 24 months, you're down 14%. Again, a swing of making 41% versus losing 14%. The 4-hour algorithm is that good. Okay, so if you want the list of complete stocks, go and look at it. That one in particular is up 15% this morning. Simple, get your list. And you want to know when to buy? Wednesdays. A 78% win rate this year. It's Wednesdays. You want to know why? Because the weekend has all of this damn news, good and bad. So it's a gamble. And by midweek, the Trump administration is saying, well, maybe it's not that bad. So there it's good. And then you get the pullback because any reaction in the market is an overreaction. You get the pullback on Thursday and Friday. It's as simple as that. Okay? I've been saying for a while, don't count out the Mag 7. The biggest stock movers on Monday, the Magnificent 7. Amazon up 6%. Let's just go over the core portfolio because the core portfolio has huge, huge movers. And if you want to follow the core portfolio, go over to Linktree. Okay, just go down here. There's Savvy Trader. All of these things. I had somebody this weekend sign up for Visible Service. Thank you so much. I forget your name, but I appreciate it. You can get Webull, free stocks. Robinhood, free stocks. Visible, $20 off your first month. And you get a phone service that is only freaking $25 to $40 a month. And you save $20 off your first month. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal phone service. This is what I personally use. So Linktree can save you money. If you're getting a Tesla, save $2,000. Buy a new Tesla with my referral link. And Webull, get free stocks. We are in a market where your Webull account can absolutely grow because we are in one of those bull markets. Now, my Webull account, which was down near $8,000 during Liberation Day, look at where it is right now, $11,500. Okay, it is made up of Apple, Google, iBit, Nvidia, Spotfiy, Tesla. That's it. That's the entire portfolio. I trade in and out of triple leverage ETFs every now and then. I have fun. It is my sports betting account. I don't do options. But again, Apple up 6%. Amazon, I said, hey, once it passed that 188 is the resistance level. Under 188, I think you could buy. It's at 209. Bank of America, did you get it under 40? Because right now it's at 43. More than likely, it's going back to 50. Berkshire at 518, it pulled back. Okay, after its earnings, it pulled back. There is a gap up here to 537. It's going back to all-time highs. Costco is up 1%. Cleveland Cliffs, they are going to defend steel. Cleveland Cliffs is up 7%. I still wouldn't buy this one. But Disney is a $120 stock. It will reject off that 120. Okay, we're just getting above the 200-day. Google is still Google. Google still has issues with all of the AI products that are coming after it. But you know what's happening? We're going into deregulation on the banks and on mergers and acquisitions. Goldman Sachs is at $600. I said it before. Buy it under $500. I did. IBIT at 59. Bitcoin, it's probably going to 150 at some point in time this year. I'm just buy and hold on that one. Coke is down 0.68%. This one over 70, you should sell it. You should trim it. Meta under 600 absolutely was a buy. It's just getting back to $630 right now. MPLX, that's just a very simple energy company that pays an 8% dividend that has outperformed over the last 10 years. Microsoft, fantastic stock. I sold at around 430, but it's still one of my top 5 positions. Netflix, I sold at 980 thinking this thing is going to pull back. It didn't. It's still soaring. Nvidia at $120. Nvidia, dumb money right here. You want to know where what to buy in Nvidia? Nvidia's new rich client, it's going to be the damn Saudis. It's going to be Qatar. It's going to be the Middle East. And you want to know what pushes that thing up over 140? Trump's weekend visit. His week visit to the Middle East, where he's going to get a effing plane. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that's taking your eyes off the ball. But Nvidia is up 4%. Palo Alto Networks under $200. It's an absolute screaming buy. May 20th, they report earnings. Pepsi is just a broken stock. I wouldn't get into it unless you drink their soda, and I do. Palantir at 122. We have seen this game before. At 120, it pulls back. Until that becomes a support level, it is a resistance level. Qualcomm is up 6%. This one probably going back to the 170s. Again, this is one of the major chips that's used in AI driving for Volkswagen. QQQ, we know the liberation strategy says buy. The 4-hour algorithm makes you 45% versus 52% buy and hold. It wins 48% of the time. 48% of the time. Should have bought it down here at 458. Is it going to get you out? Probably not now. It's up 4%. Roblox is up 3%. Okay, this one going to fill a gap here at 74. Shopify. Shopify's $120 stock. It's up 10% to 100. That is pushing it towards the 200-day. Is it going to reject off that 200-day? So if you get in to Shopify thinking that, hey, we're getting back here to 176, it's expensive. It's expensive. Simon Property Group, they have earnings today. Yes, today after the bell. This one is it's a mall. But the 4-hour algorithm had you in at 150. You're at 163. This is one that pays a 5% dividend. Fantastic stock. Under its 200-day. Tesla is up 8% at 323. Algorithm had you in here at 255. Okay, the algorithm on Tesla right now, buy and hold beats the algorithm. How does buy and hold beat the algorithm? The algorithm was killing on this one. Let me see this one. Yeah, wow. Algorithm, I guess, a buy and hold makes you 84% over the, that's because, yeah. Okay. So the starting price, when you go back 2 years, this is where the dip, if you go back to 2023 in April, this is where the buy and hold really started to take hold. So it's not down as far as like that back here in January. So that's why this one looks a little bit different. Still makes you 51%. But again, buy and hold, you're up 84%. If this one can get the robotics down, they are good. Taiwan Semi is up 5%. These guys killed it on their earnings. Absolutely killed it. Everybody thought it was bringing it forward. I don't think so. I think we go into moving. Uber is up 3%. You want to know why? Because the globe is going to travel again. United Health, that's just a broken stock right now. Wait for something to happen in United Health. But again, with Trump targeting Medicare costs and things like that, might be a little bit. VOO in the 4-hour algorithm makes you 47% versus 37. Excuse me. I need a drink of water, but makes you 47% versus 37% buy and hold. 19 positions over 24 months. And XLK at Walmart. Let's just go into Walmart. It's a $100 stock. Again, 96, the previous resistance, turning into kind of support here. It was resistance. If it can hold 96, then I think that's the new support. And XLK is what I own a large amount of. This one, 42% in the 4-hour algorithm versus 45% buy and hold. You win 52% of the time. So again, make sure you have your watch list available. Make sure you know what you're buying. One of the stocks, NBIS. Sam Solid goes over this one. Fantastic. Owns 28% of ClickHouse. The market cap of Nebius is $6.6 billion cash. So minus the cash, you're paying $2.5 billion for a company that's worth $6.6 billion. In other words, every dollar of Nebius, about half of it is cash. This is a great, great company. And if you want to know more about it, let's just look at the stock chart. Okay, the algorithm had you in here at 21. Now Nebius is getting a lot. It's up 13% to 32. Nebius is getting a lot of social chatter. Look at it dip. Okay, where did it dip from? 82. You're getting it at 30. You win 50% of the time. Your average win is 23% in the 4-hour algorithm. Okay, it only goes back 6 months. It only goes back 6 months when you back test this one, because this is a stock that kind of just messed up a little bit. Well, it got re-rated or something. Something happened. But Nebius throws hyperscalers a lifeline. Buy it. This is from Udom Day. Nebius doubling down on GPU capacity. Hyperscalers and enterprises are increasingly renting GPUs from neocloud providers like Nebius, boosting demand and positioning Nebius for rapid growth. Now, he has it as a buy. The quant rating, okay, is a hold. Why? Its valuation is stretched. They're not making money. But like Sam says, half of the money that you're paying for this, so you're paying about $30 a share, $15 of that is just trading for cash. So if you think they have growth, they're growing their revenue year over year by 462%. And you can analyze it with AI. Competitors, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. You can go with the hyperscalers. These guys are just smaller. Okay, positives. Aggressively expanding its AI infrastructure. GPU rental business experienced robust demand. Concerns. Facing pricing pressures on its GPU rentals, particularly with the H100. Expected price declines due to increased competition and introduction of new GPUs. The company's business model requires significant capital expenditure. It's an expensive business. Competes with technological giants like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, which have vast financial resources. Yes, it's a risk. There's always a risk. But I like this one. I like this one a lot. One other one that I like, Trump vows to cut drug prices by 80% in the U.S. You want to know what this is bullish for? This is bullish for HIMSS. You want to know why? Why are drug prices in the U.S. so much higher than in other countries? Read about it. It's marketing. It's marketing. The executive order that Trump is signing will give the U.S. a most favored nations policy when it comes to medicines. So if Spain, Canada, somebody negotiates a lower price for a drug, that drug company needs to give the U.S. that most favored nations policy. It will reduce drug prices. That takes profits down of these drug companies. What's HIMSS? HIMSS isn't a drug company. They're going to partner with these guys. This is a marketing company. Now, HIMSS, I got out. I do think this is 100% a short squeeze, because when you look at this one, the short interest is 28%. The valuation is absolutely crazy. It is up at 56. If you can get this under $50, in the $40 range, if you can get it at 40, you're doing even better. But if you can get this one, I am looking to add this to my portfolio. I am looking for a buy and hold. Why did I sell at 50? Because I took a damn 20% gain. I think it's a short squeeze. I don't want to get caught in the downdraft. So I'm happy with the 20% gain. Could it have been 30%? Absolutely. I was just a few days late. Should have been more, much more apt. I could have written myself a strategy. But the strategy here makes me 221%. Buying and holding over the last 24 months makes me 328%. So I don't have a strategy that beats buy and hold right now. So I wanted to protect my position. The average win is 26%. I took 20. I think it was like 23. I was perfectly happy with that. That's what I was looking at. When you find a plan, go and implement it. And if you want to know why drug prices are so in the US, go and read this article. A drug company that I think is a good buy, Eli Lilly. Zepbound shows superior weight loss over Novo Nordisk in Wegovy trial. Eli Lilly is part of the core portfolio. Okay, it's down 3%. If you can get this one under 700, I think that is a good entry point. The 4-hour algorithm, it's a 50-50 win. So if you can win 50% of the time and you can make 56%, buying and holding makes you 85%. There's no guarantee that this one's going to shoot up. It is an expensive stock. Okay, Eli Lilly, the one factor is valuation. It's an F. Why? You're paying 33 times forward earnings. The other, the sector median is 17. But its growth going forward is fantastic. The PEG ratio, which is price to earnings and growth, is 1.16. That is great because this one is growing their revenues 36% year over year. The sector of pharmaceuticals is only growing by 6.9. So if you can get this one, what does Wall Street think that it's worth? They think it's a $978 stock. Are you waiting for a perfect time to get in? If you think that this is a $978 stock, you should get in now. I'm waiting. I'm being patient, and under 700 is where I want it, if I want it. Again, if I find that there are better opportunities that I like out there more than drugs, because I'm not a drug guy, then I'm going to go with that stock. But again, back to the point of this podcast, there are plenty of people who are taking Wegovy or taking Zepbound or one of the drugs. I'm not. I'm just sitting in my fat self on the couch. But Eli Lilly is one of those. Apple surges after U.S.-China tariff reduction. This is the catalyst that Apple needed. Apple is thinking of raising the prices of its fall iPhone lineup, a measure the U.S. tech giant is seeking to couple with new features and design changes. This could be, again, Apple, the problem I have with Apple, it's a $240 stock easily because they are buying so much back. But when you look at I asked Dan Niles this on Spaces. You're paying 27 times forward earnings. That's the PE ratio right here. For a 4% revenue year over year growth. That's horrible. Okay? The only reason this company gets the price that they do is because it's held in so many places. Every ETF owns Apple. Every person, most likely, that has a long-term portfolio owns Apple. It's been my savings account. What does Wall Street think that it's worth? They think it's worth $231. I think it's a $240 stock. I think they're going to buy back enough that it's they have manipulated this price by basically buying it back. And you want to know how? They basically make tons of cash. It's a cash printing machine. And if they have pricing power, who's leaving the ecosystem? I'm not. So this is the catalyst that Apple needed. Shopify added to NASDAQ 100. This is a $120 stock. I've said it many times before. Okay? It was trading at 91. It's now 102. It's up 11%. We can go and look at this one. It's part of the core portfolio. Shopify is at 100, up 11%. Like I said, that 200-day, nothing good other than when you buy it happens under the 200-day. When you buy a stock under the 200-day, and it has consistently shown that it will go over the 200-day, then yes, you can get a good deal under the 200-day. Now, is this one getting back to its all-time high at 176? I don't know. I haven't drawn an updated trend line on this one yet. I don't own this one. I was in this one. I was out of this one. I didn't think it was going to rebound as well as it did. If you bought it in August, just August of last year, okay, $48. You're at 102. That's 300% almost. You know, Gary math. So again, this is why this stock is in the core portfolio. Now, CrowdStrike. In focus as Wedbush finds robust field checks. They're raising their price target from $395 to $475. Where is it trading? $421. It is an expensive stock. I trim this one. You want to know why? Over 400, this has a way of finding its way back below 400. And it's the valuation. 118 times forward earnings. Even the PEG ratio going forward at 2.26 is extremely high. But their growth is phenomenal. 29% revenue growth year over year. That's phenomenal. Okay? Operating cash flow going forward 23%. It's just huge. Profitability, 74% gross profit margin. The revisions, they're down. So I want to take some profits on something like this. Am I getting out of it? No. I still own this one because I want to buy it again under 400. I bought here at 369. I still own a ton from a long time ago. I want long-term capital gains. And so I bought here. And this was in August of 2024. Okay, I started my position at 279. This was when the world shut down because of a kernel. And yes, I want to own a stock like that. And then when you put a line across 400 here, let's just put it at, let's say, 430. Okay, let's just say 430. You start coming back down. And so I don't want to get stuck in this resistance level. And so I'm going to take some profits. You know, the 4-hour algorithm, it makes you 234% versus 250% if you just buy and hold. I have bought and held. And I have found entries into this one that I felt comfortable with. Did I use the 4-hour algorithm? No. I should have, because you win 61% of the time. 23 positions. Your average win, 12%. I'm okay with that. I like that one. Okay, now we're going to go into a little education part. This is the education portion of the podcast where I kind of teach you some things. It's not stock specific, but I am part of a high net worth group. Think of it like Tinder. You know, Tinder for rich people, for famous people, Raya. Think of it like that. And this isn't a screenshot of the actual, thing. This is an email that comes to me every week or every day. I forget how often it comes of popular posts. Think of it like Reddit or one of those bulletin board style things. That's what this is like. Okay. A member as the group where folks are putting their short-term and short-termish cash these days, kicking off a vibrant thread on yield, taxes, and simplicity. And this is where rich people are doing. So it's not always a great idea to follow rich people, but I think this was a pretty solid discussion when I read it. And this is a great summary. Many members are using SGov, a U.S. Treasury ETF, with strong yield and state local tax exemptions. Others favor VUSXX, FZDXX, FTCXX, or BOXS. Those are the symbols. I own a ton of FZDXX. This is a Fidelity bond fund that pays you around 4%, 4.25 or something like that. Let's see what it is. The 7-day yield, FZDXX. Let's see. Let's see if they have it here. They do have it here. Let's see what the yield is. Does it have it? I guess it doesn't have it. Net assets. It doesn't tell me. But I do know I own this one, and it's about 4.5%. It's rather high. Some, like Wealthfront users, opt for cash savings accounts with FDIC insurance. They like it. I mean, they just want to be, again, a lot of these rich people love insurance. I don't. A few members use Betterment's tax smart bond portfolio, which adjusts holdings based on individual tax situations and offers hands-off optimization. Long Angle members get their first 200K for free. Again, Long Angle, that's the group. If you have more than, I think it's like $3 million or something now. That's where you can get into Long Angle. If you're interested, just send me a message if you got more money and you want to get into this group. Members also discuss trade-offs like volatility and muni money market funds, the role of tax loss carry forward, and whether chasing a few basis points is actually worth it. That's essentially the discussion. So my point is, there are places, if you have risk, if you don't like this market and you don't like the volatility and you want to find places to put your cash, there are places to put your cash. Fidelity, which I'm in, which my large account is in, FZDXX, that's where I've got my money. And I can basically sit it in there. And when I go to make a trade, it just automatically pulls out of there. It's an automatic situation. That's why I like Fidelity. So, and one other thing. This is Humphrey. These are the 4 things, I think it's 4 things that he's learned. Investing ASAP is number 2. But there are a lot of other ones. But he has learned compounding is what makes you wealthy over time. So I would argue that while we're in a crazy market and I am trading, the large majority of my portfolio has stayed. The large majority of Warren Buffett's portfolio has stayed. We've traded in and out of small positions, nothing major. It's not like I'm going to 60% cash. Okay, I'm not that person. I am sitting there and I've white knuckled 50 and 60% pullbacks in the market and in my stocks. I am perfectly fine doing that, knowing that somehow, some way, this market is going to find a way up. It's just about time frame. So this is a great little short video. I think it's 4 financial moves that made 80% of my wealth. And he goes over that. So again, some short little sweet ones. And then I'm going to give you a long one. Okay? A long one is this: how to read technical indicators on candlestick charts. Ross does a great job in this video, a fantastic job of explaining. If you don't like charts, if you don't like, for instance, hey, I just don't believe in charts. I didn't believe in charts. I didn't believe in it at all. Okay? But he goes over in very simple terms as to why he believes charts. It's not because they're always perfect. It's because they give you an edge and they give you the ability. And he has learned over years, and I've said this many times before, why I like Trendspider. It takes emotion out of your trade. When you get good at this, you can make a determination that usually has a winning record of when a stock is going to go up or when a stock is going to go down. And he goes over it brilliantly here. Do you know what word he's writing? And it's the way your mind works, because you knew exactly what he was going to type, what he was going to write down. When he puts those letters in there, it automatically found out where it was going. Okay? As he adds more symbols and more letters, you understand where it's going. This is an hour-long class. It is worth your watch. I think I'm 20 minutes in. But if you put, again, he's going over what technical indicators are meant to do. They're meant to give you, could it be another word? Absolutely, it could have been another word. But they're meant to give you some type of idea of where this stuff is going. And then I listened to this podcast, My First Millions, asking a billionaire investor how to turn $10,000 into $1 million. And this was a brilliant episode. I will tell you, it is worth your hour long. I think it's like 40 minutes, somewhere around there. It's just Sean sitting down with Monish. And it is great. It is unbelievable. And he brings up this particular website, Value Investors Club. And he said he's made tons of money going over this. And one of the things that he brings up is Warren Buffett used to go through these books and find stocks that had more cash than they did the stock price. and he would buy those companies. Because if they had more cash, again, you can't do this today. But what I did was I went into a Perplexity and I said, give me the top companies with cash on hand. And you know what it came up with? And I'll put this in the newsletter. It came up with Berkshire Hathaway at $277 billion. And you know what happens when you have $277 billion? You can deploy that when the market becomes comfortable for them to deploy. You can deploy it. Again, you can deploy it. Goldman Sachs with $167 billion of cash. And they're at 595. Let's go over and let's look at Goldman Sachs. What's the book value of Goldman Sachs? Well, when we look at the book value, it's 354. You're trading at 567. So it's like 1 point something. You know, JP Morgan is trading, this is a $253 stock. They're trading 2.5 times book value. So Goldman Sachs is actually at a discount because they have $167 billion. Alphabet has, $100 billion of cash on hand. Huge. Now, Apple has $62 billion of cash. That sounds like a lot less, but these are the top companies. You have Microsoft, 76 to 81 billion. You have Amazon with 66 to 98. You have Meta with $50 billion in cash. $50 billion in cash. What's Meta's, let's see. Let's look at Meta. $50 billion in cash. Their market cap, 1.5 trillion. They've got a third of their money in cash. And it's a cash printing machine. So Morgan Stanley is one of the top banks with cash on hand. We can look at the book value of Morgan Stanley, because I always say Citigroup, the book value of Morgan Stanley is 60. This is trading at 121. It's 2 times. I say Citi has a book value of 103. It's trading at 71. So it's about finding opportunities. I thought it was great, my first millions, and this value investors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the research in this value investors, which Monish said was a great place. I got a login. I just need to log in because they're not allowing signups. But I got the free login. It's free. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to say, okay, let me go and find some of these stocks. He said he took a position in a company where the research was like 4 years old. He said it still held well today. So again, from an education standpoint, there are things out there, whether you pay for them or not. And I just gave you 4 great free ones. The first one, where to park your cash. The second one, 4 things that made Humphrey Yang 80% of his net wealth. The third one, Ross's technical trading. Very simple. Go and take it. It's an hour. You have an hour of your time. And then the fourth one is this podcast, My First Millions. Go and listen to it. So again, I am trying to teach you. These are things that I do to keep. I'm not the person that knows it all. There are plenty of people out there who know far more than I do. And that's what I try and bring you. So hopefully this podcast made a little bit of sense to you. Hopefully you've gotten something out of it. Hopefully you're in the market. You're not out of the market. Again, Liberation Day strategy. I think it's going to give us an entry into QQQ today. And if you want to know the back testing, again, it's 302% versus 322. That's over 9 years. It wins 64% of the time. So am I buying QQQ today? Probably. Most likely, yes. But don't follow a douche on the internet. There are a few rules to this podcast. The first is go to Linktree and get the tools. There's a couple of tools here. Okay, Seeking Alpha. You saw me use Seeking Alpha to use the quant to say and find all the things. There are 4 new features in Seeking Alpha. New market data pages, enhancements to screeners, portfolio dividends, key metrics, 4 ratings performance page. Plus, you get unlimited assets transcripts. They have AI transcripts of all the earnings calls, ratings for each stock, list of top stocks. You can go over to Seeking Alpha and go to top stocks. HRTG is a top stock. What's it up? It's up 115% year to date. And it's a strong buy in the quant. Look at the valuation of this one. We can go to top stocks again. We can go to QFIN. Okay, year to date, it's up 10% in a down market. It's a strong buy. So go and find top stocks. That's one of them. You know, compare stocks side by side. Past performance is no guarantee of future performance, blah, blah, blah. You save $30 and you get a free 7-day trial. Again, I use Seeking Alpha every freaking day. And then there's Alpha Picks. The proof is in the performance. 146% versus 49% in the S&P. This is a data-driven portfolio. It's rules-based. It alerts you when to sell. You get a new one on the 1st, a new one on the 15th. We're going to get another one this week. The stock picks are over multiple sectors. Get it. You get $50 off if you sign up through my link on Linktree. Okay? Or even better, get the bundle. Premium and Alpha Picks. You save $159. $159 off your subscription. Again, not only am I bringing you the education tools, but I'm bringing the tools that save you time and help you make better decisions. That's what the whole podcast is about. If you have any questions, again, my newsletter is free. I do have a paid portion, but it is free for you to subscribe. dailystockpick.substack.com. You can get it at Linktree, or you can just go directly there, one or the other. But this entire podcast is not necessarily about you should buy and sell this. It is about helping you understand how I make decisions in my portfolio and manage my portfolio and the tools that I use. So if you're here just to say, hey, you should buy CrowdStrike under 400 and you should sell it over 400, maybe you can get that kind of stuff from this podcast, but I'd much rather teach you how to fish. And that's what this entire podcast on Friday was about. Okay? Lao Tzu. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. That's the entire point of this podcast. So if you have any questions, hit me up. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. I hope everybody makes tons of money today. See you. Bye. Do I bag my grass clippings? Yes, I do, Meat Stick. Meat Stick, man. I don't know how old you are, but that is a suburban man's dream is to have a lawn like mine. Not every suburban guy, but man, I am happy with my lawn. Okay, let me put this into, and I'll get to your questions. Let me just put this into here, and we're going to colorize it a little bit. We're going to put that down there, put that down there, and then I've got to trim, and then we have got to we're going to put this there. I have to redo these graphics. I don't like this one. We're going to put this one in here. Cut away. Copy. And we're going to put this one right there. Okay, and we're going to export this to, let's see, 512 pod. Okay. Bum. Let's see. Pepsi. Pepsi's a good, I mean, I drink Pepsi and that's the only reason I own the stock, but the stock, even with a 4.3% dividend, they're going to have to cut that dividend. Yeah, if drug prices come down, they're going to make less money. But here's the difference, Meat Stick. with Eli Lilly with their morning Asha, with Eli Lilly with their drug, their weight loss drug, it's going to continue to be a growth over price drop. So, and Bob, Ross is really good. Ross does a great job in that particular video. And again, I'm only 20 minutes in, Bob, so take it for a grain of salt. He goes over a lot of, and what I would do is probably, if you can't stand him, go and ask AI to summarize it for you like you were 12 years old. Just take the video link and put it into Perplexity. I mean, let me take the video link. Let me do that. Here. Let's do this. Copy link. We'll go to Perplexity. I mean, again, using AI, can you summarize this video with specific indicators that Ross goes over and give me any tips and tools that he suggests with a strategy in order to learn everything he goes over in the video with a 7-day course itinerary, so I can learn to be an expert in technical trading like Ross is. Ooh, and let's just do that. I mean, prompt expert. Fetching and reviewing the data and content, extracting the tools. A 7-day course. There you go. Key technical indicators, candlestick charts, volume bars, volume VWAP, moving averages, MACD. Tips, focus on stocks with strong momentum, clear, tools suggested. Here you go. Day 1, introduction to technology. Watch Ross's masterclass. Learn the basics of candlestick charts. Study how volume bars and VWAP work. I mean, you can just type these in with, further stuff. Final tips, continuously review the trades and learn from mistakes. Again, journaling, focus on mastering a few setups. I like to use the MACD, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI. Engage with trading communities like Warrior Trading for support and feedback. So that's what I would do. Ross Cameron from Warrior Trading. He's great. I mean, he's just awesome. Again, I am in awe of people that take like $10,000 and turn it into millions of dollars. Because I've only been good to do it over time. Thumbnail. I haven't been able to do it like in, for instance, the short time period, like, a year. It's just taken me a long, long time. YouTube thumbnail. Let's see. Let's go to Grok and let's just bring up a photo. Create a photo of Donald Trump smiling at the let's see, edit. Okay, can you add a speech bubble? Let's see. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, he's still got 6 fingers in there. Yeah, let's just take this. We'll download that. Okay, and we'll say, I want to look at, we're editing the thing. Morning, Josh. Thank you, Grasshopper. I think, Bob, it's more about using the tools that are out there. If you can't learn from one, there is going to be another one that you can learn from. It's about, like, I learned from video way better than I learned from reading. And so I tend to just find out YouTube videos. Let's do this one. We'll do this. Customize. And we'll take this guy out. And we'll upload files. Let's see, download. There we go. We're going to put him in. And we're going to say background remover. And elements. Let's see. Speech. Bubble. Let's see, elements. Speech. Bubble speech. There we go. Oh, I don't want that. I want to put in, oh, we can trash that. See y'all. Let's put in, background remover. And no, we're going to just go back. Text bubble. Let's just go. No, elements. We're just going to use this one. And we'll put in text. And we'll put this. Put that there. And we'll group. And oh. There we go. Okay. And let's see. Let's see. What did you buy? Let me see. I bought HRTG last week before earnings when you mentioned it from Seeking Alpha up 32%. On that, I think I may be time to subscribe to Seeking Alpha Premium myself. HRTG. What is HRTG? Oh, Heritage Insurance. Yeah. Wow, you bought it last week. Last week. Wow. I would be careful. Look at the 52-week range. So for me, this one, you're at the 52-week highs. HRTG. Let's look at this one. HRTG. 4-hour algorithm makes really good sense. So I would set up the 4-hour algorithm on this one. The average win is 58% on this. So if you look at this, where are we? You're at 105%. So right now from that buy, you are doubling your average. I would be careful and take profits whenever you can on this one. But with that said, the valuation is not bad. It's insurance and you're paying shit. I mean, good God. It's insurance and you're only paying 10. I mean, you look at, let's see where their competitors are. Allstate. And let's go and look at the valuation of Allstate. I mean, you're paying 11 and 12. This one, you're paying 10 and 8 for actual forward. That's a good one. Shit, I should have bought this one. Fuck. Why didn't I buy this? Progressive Insurance. Let's look at Progressive. Valuation. You're paying 19 and 18. So Heritage is super, super cheap. But the market has a way of bringing down one that reaches at 29. So maybe you have another 10% in there. You have to understand, if you have, like, say you bought 100 shares, and so you got $2,600 in there, another $3 is only $300. So you have to, I would take 50% as you reach the 52-week high, 26.35, and you're trading at 26.90. I'd probably take 50% off. Maybe 25% if you're feeling a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more, but I would probably look at that one. But again, those top stocks, man, that is one of the best things that the group, I think, could do, is just enter into that one. I mean, that's a great one. Let me see. Let's put in diamond hands. I'm going to put him on this lapel. Let's see. Let's put that one in. Let's remove the background. You know what? I'm going to put me over here. And move this up. And we'll say, oh no, copy, paste, and we'll move this. put this. And we'll put we'll put Google. We'll put Meta. We'll put Amazon. We'll put Microsoft. Do. We'll put Apple. Where's my Apple? My Apple's down here somewhere. There we go. Put Apple. And we'll put Tesla. One, two, three, four, five. I need NVIDIA and Tesla. NVIDIA. Okay, and Tesla. We're going to say, let's see. I know we've got Uber. We're going to change that. Let's see. One color. We're going to change this to white. And we're going to get that out of there. We're going to put this in here. And we're going to go back to uploads. Uber. Oh, I do need Seeking Alpha and Trendspider. I'd like to, no, we're going to get out of there. Let's see, where's the magic eraser? Do apps. Where's my magic? There it is. Image upscaler. Let's see. Eraser. No, I know there was one other one. Projects at Magic Media. Is that it? Photos. Charts, colorized, trippy. Nope. Image upscaler, tracer. No. We're gonna just go back to design, uploads. I need Trendspider. I've got to go because at 12 noon I've got to get on Spaces, and then I've got to get ready for my Uber, let's see. We're gonna go Intel. I know I brought up Amazon, AMD, Shopify. We're gonna one color. Where's my one color? There we go. And we're gonna say white. We're gonna say apply effect. And we're gonna bring this over here. And uploads. Palo Alto, we're going to do one color on that one. Apply effects. And let's see, uploads, CrowdStrike. We're gonna do, I know there's others, but Rivian, MicroStrategy, Walmart, Lilly. Okay, I don't think I brought up. Maybe let's do this. Let's do this. Download. Okay. I am out of here. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. See you. Bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.